Hello everybody. Last time I made an episode on this series 12 times 12 inches of metal singles was 2 years ago, and actually then it was that episode only had 11 12 inches because well, I just didn't have any more, and I wasn't expecting to ever make any more of these, simply because metal 12 inches aren't something that I come across very often. But as time has gone, I have actually now found a bit over 20, and this time I will show you 13 to even it up, because last time it was 11, now 13, so it evens it up. And there's also another reason why I wanted to include 13 this time. So let's start with the one that I have, at least I think I have already shown this in one of my previous Record Store Day videos, because this one was a Record Store Day release. This is Dio Double Dose of Donington, including live versions of Stand Up and Shout and Rock and Roll Children. Both great live versions. Then, yeah, when I made those previous videos, it made me think that, or made me realize that despite being a big Kiss fan, I only had a couple of Kiss 12 inches. I think I had like 3 of them. So I decided that I have to have more, but the problem was that I was only aware of 2 12 inches, Crazy Crazy Nights and Reason to Live. So I set my sights on finding Crazy Crazy Nights, and the first thing I did was to walk into the store, which has been very good to me, on 7 inches. But they didn't have either one of those, but they had a third one. This is Hide Your Heart, Back with Betrayed and Boomerang. And honestly, had there been this one and the other 2, this one would have been my last choice. But since this one was the only one, I wasn't going to pass up on it. And after that, I still set my sights on finding Crazy Crazy Nights, and I think it took me like 2 months to find it. So this is Crazy Crazy Nights, back with No No No, Lick It Up and Ah All Night. Yeah. Then next 2 are ones that I already had as 7 inches, so I had never considered trying to find these as 12 inches, but these were one day at a store and both were cheap, so I thought that, yeah, why not? This is Phil Lynott 19, back with dub mix of 19, which is obviously awful. Every song as a dub mix is always awful. And back also A Night in the Life of a Blues Singer, which is the best song out of these 3. And another one is King's Call. This one I already had as a 7 inch with the same sleeve. This King's Call has been released at least with 3 different sleeves. So would have been happy to find it with a different sleeve, but well, there you go. Back with Yellow Pearl and live version of Dear Miss Lonely Hearts. Next one was very good find for me. I felt like this is by far the oldest of Scorpions 12 inches that I have seen, but in reality this is only 2 years older than the other Scorpions singles that I have seen. This is Can't Live Without You, back with China White, taken from the Blackout album. Yeah. Okay, now we go to the record fair. I think it was like very early February I went to the record fair, and I specifically went there to find metal 7 inches. And I did find metal 7 inches, other 7 inches, and also metal 12 inches. And these were the first ones that I found interesting. There was a guy who was selling metal records, and he had a big bunch of metal 12 inches. So at first I was standing on the side watching other guy going through them, and I realized that he had so many interesting 12 inches that I wouldn't have money to buy all of them. So intentionally I first let a couple of other guys go through them to buy some of the stuff off, so that I would have less selections to choose from. So I ended up with a few. First one, Kiss, Reason to Live, back with Thief in the Night, Who Wants to Be Lonely, and Thrills in the Night. And another, Turn on the Night, back with Hell or High Water, King of the Mountain, and Anyway You Slice It. This one I also had as a 7-inch, but with a different sleeve, so this one was the best of these Kiss 12 inches, simply to have it with a different sleeve. Even though as a song I think this is the worst song on the Crazy Nights album. And then another couple of interesting finds. Guns N' Roses, Don't Cry. Two main reasons buying. As you can see, there's a hologram, and also this includes both the original and alternate lyrics of Don't Cry, and also a demo version, which I think was the first time that Guns N' Roses had released demo recordings from them. And now I believe that there's bound to be quite a bit of demo recordings with the Appetite for Destruction box set. Second one was also Guns N' Roses 12-inch. It's So Easy, back with Mr. Brownstone, and on the B-side live versions of Shadow of Your Love and Move to the City. What a brilliant 12-inch. All the songs are great, and both front and back sleeves are brilliant. This one was one that I had just previously started to look for as a 7-inch. Still haven't found this one as a 7-inch, so when I found it as a 12-inch I couldn't pass by it. This is Cinderella, Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone, back with live versions of Jumpin' Jack Flash and Nobody's Fool. Jumpin' Jack Flash obviously being the Rolling Stones song, and they do a rather good version of it. And then the final 12-inch that I bought from that seller, Lita Ford, Gotta Let Go, back with Run With The Money and Lady Killer. And this is the Lita Ford single that I also have as a 7-inch, but with a different sleeve. So yeah, great find. There were still several that I had to leave behind. A couple of Kiss singles and Mama's Boys, and don't remember what else. This one next I also found from the record fair, but from a different seller. And when I was making those previous videos, I was quite happy that I had found all of the 4 singles of Metallica's Black Album. But around about that time I started feeling like that am I not missing one of the singles? And I couldn't shake that feeling, and I started feeling that once I found out which one I'm missing, I will feel like an idiot. And sure enough, once I found out that I was missing this one, I did feel like an idiot. That how could I have not remembered that this one was one of the singles? This is Metallica, Nothing Else Matters, back with a live version of Enter Sandman and Harvester of Sorrow, and demo version of Nothing Else Matters. But now I have all 5 singles of the Black Album. So yeah, that's why I had to include 13, because this one was the final 12-inch that I bought from that record fair. I didn't want to leave that to the next episode, whenever that comes. I have now about 6-7 12 inches already, so maybe it won't take 2 years until I make a next installment in this series. That's it for this time. Hope you like this. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment. Bye.